The whiskey sour was one of my earliest videos. It was the first one I actually showed myself in front of the camera. I did a few prior where I just was behind the camera. So I decided, well, I've already done the whiskey sour, why not do the New York sour? And I'll explain as I go along. And the reason for doing this video is because of, as of this time of this recording, egg prices are outrageously high. So we need to find out an alternative to using an egg white, because egg white in cocktail makes a great frothy head, which is great on the whiskey sour, Clover Club, and quite a few others. Aquafaba, which is the stuff inside the liquid stuff in a can of garbanzo beans, is one option. Our friends over at Fee Brothers have something called Fee Foam, a non-egg alternative. So we're going to try Fee Foam to see if we can get a nice frothy head on our whiskey sour, our New York whiskey sour. It's time to make this drink. And I'm also debuting a new cocktail glass that I acquired. Start with the juice. I pre-measured 1 ounce of lemon juice that I squeezed just before filming. And I will be putting in 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Freshly made this today, and I'll be cracking open some bottles. It's a very fresh video here. I've seen one person at least put curacao in his sour. I'm like, why not? We'll try it out. I haven't used the dry curacao in a while. A little simple syrup on the fingertip. We'll put 1/4 ounce, so that along with the simple syrup will make an ounce of sweetener to balance against the ounce of sour, the lemon juice. Alright. I prefer using bourbon for whiskey sour, so you can do rye, you could probably do Scotch or Irish, Tennessee, Japanese, lots of options. Maybe I should have opened this prior to filming. There we go. Wild Turkey 101, because why not? I was trying to debate which whiskey would I want to use to make this drink. A little flickering of the lights. I think I may have to pay the bills. Well, Turkey 101's alright. Got everything here, and put in the foam, the Fee Foam. Instructions are to add 2 to 3 dashes of Fee Foam. And I've seen other people use it and made a thin foam. So let's double. Why not? What's wrong? I got a bigger volume glass. What's wrong with a little extra foam? So we'll do 6 dashes here. We'll see how Fee Foam works. We'll still do the dry shake, which means you shake without ice first. Hold it tight because it will expand. Yep, it's already starting to spittle. And there is a white frothy texture down there, so it is happening. And it certainly smells like a whiskey sour in there. It's one of my more favorite drinks to consume as well as to make. Very easy. Should always have the ingredients available around the household if you like to make mixed drinks. There. Wouldn't be a cocktail video unless I have a mess around me. Good vigorous shake. Alright, let's see what we got here. It looks like a whiskey sour to me. And here comes the foam. I think doubling on what they say is probably a smart idea. It's a thin head, but definitely looks like I used egg white. Now let's crack open a bottle of red wine. I'm not much of a wine drinker, so I got a nice small bottle. Yep, that's red wine. Now let's see if I can try and make a lovely float here. We'll do the back of the spoon. That should do. There's an interesting design on top of this head. That was probably a little generous pour of wine, but let's see how delicious a New York sour is. Probably it would be best to have had the wine chilled to make the drink a little extra cold. Other than that, this is a very tasty drink. So, I'm not getting quite the head that I would get from using an egg white, and I've heard conflicting things about using aquafaba by adding a little bit of a taste to it. I'm not getting any extra taste, but then again, there's a good chunk of red wine here, so I don't think if Fifom was to be providing any flavor, I don't think I'd even taste any difference. All in all, I mean, this is a very beautiful drink. You don't really need a really thick head for a whiskey cocktail. So here we are with a New York sour using an alternative for egg white.